Welcome to
Young Book Mango.
Today's topic is about the supermarket.
So we'll be chatting supermarkets over a hot glass of tea. So grab yourself a drink
And join
come
us.
join us.
Winky. Okay, so I think you need to explain about the supermarkets in London first.
As in sort of what kinds there are and...
Yeah, what are the most popular ones? What's the difference between the different tiers, I would say?
Oh, okay. I'd love to hear your impression of this actually. Because I could explain it, but yeah, what do you think are the fancy supermarkets?
I can name two. Let me know if I'm right. So first one is M&S.
Yes.
Marks and Spencer.
Marks and Sparks, as some people like to say.
Really?
Yeah, Marks and Sparks.
Oh, I didn't know. The second one would be Waitrose.
Yes, Waitrose. Those two I say are fancy.
Did I miss any fancy tier ones?
I go to so many. I'm kidding. I feel like they're the mainstream fancy ones.
There's many like small organic fancy shops, but those two are the most popular.
Yeah, and they're quite, like, you'll find them in lots of different places, lots of towns as well. And then there's the sort of mid-tier ones, and I feel like Tesco's, Sainsbury's. Although some people told me that they think Sainsbury's is quite an expensive one.
What about Nisa local?
Oh, that's more like a convenience store, I think. Convenience store or sort of petrol station store, I think.
So Tesco and Sainsbury's on a second tier.
And then the cheaper, affordable ones, I feel Iceland is one.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been to Iceland?
I've seen, but I don't think I've stepped in.
They used to have an advert, I think it was Iceland, where they pat their butt 'cause they show how much money they've saved, like all the coins in their purse. It might be a different...
What about Aldi?
Aldi and Lidl, I think, similar, but both cheap. But good affordable nuts. So I get my nuts from there because you get big packets.
Yeah.
And you can grill them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I missing? Oh, what about the Co-op?
Co-op actually is the most expensive supermarket in London, officially. Not in London, in the UK.
But that's the one near your home.
Yeah. It's the most expensive
Fancy
because it's
girl.
small.
Yeah?
But that's why it's so expensive, is because they don't have big stores. They're all just small corner stores, so they really ramp the price up and just make sure they're in a location that is convenient.
Yeah.
So people have to shop there.
True.
Yeah. They do a really good Biscoff cheesecake. If you're ever at a co-op, have a look. And if they do a Biscoff cheesecake, you should probably buy it because it's quite nice.
Yeah, they do have a great dessert section. So going back to M&S and Waitrose, what makes them fancy? Do you think it's a price? Because sometimes I find a good deal.
That's true. I think you can find a lot of affordable things. Me and my flatmate were talking about this because we have a Waitrose near us and I always go there because it's a really nice walk there. And to go to Sainsbury's, you have to walk on the main road, but Waitrose, you see the ducks on the way, so I go to Waitrose. The vegetables are affordable. But
And also a lot fresh than other supermarkets. Like Sainsbury, for me, there's a Sainsbury and Tesco both nearby. As you can see, they're across the street, just around the corner. And then both supermarkets, I find it like all the fruits and veggies, they're dead. They're basically dead. It's so dry.
Lidl always has
Yeah.
moldy vegetables.
Yeah, I don't know why, but sometimes I feel like my cabbage, why is this so damp? And feels like among 10 different carrots in one bag, one or two is rotted.
That's really gross though, and it's really annoying when you don't realise until you get home.
It is. But I feel like when I go to M&S or Waitrose, those fresh veggie section is a lot better.
See, I do think the quality is good. I do think some things are not too expensive, but I do think a lot of the stuff, the prices are just so expensive in some sections.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like, as you said, there are like upsides of you going to a good supermarket because dessert, definitely. There's like some fancy desserts like eclair, some fancy cheese.
Eclairs from supermarkets are never very good. You have to go to Paris for that.
So
really.
French.
I'm kidding. You can get good pastries in London.
Yeah, especially there's like a bakery section in M&S. And I do love their chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, I've not tried
They have really great vegan chocolate chip cookie. They have good like sourdough, like hard bread. Do we say hard bread? Is it correct?
Hard bread. Actually, I don't say
bread.
hard bread. What do
Maybe
you
I
mean
made
when you
up.
say hard bread? Is it like loaves?
Yeah.
Loaves, so loaves of bread, like fresh
Yeah,
bread.
like sourdough.
But then like pre-packaged sort of like processed stuff is also a loaf of bread. So I'm not sure if there's a way you could sort
I mean,
of...
German bread, do we say? Because like German people enjoy eating bread. There's like a hard on the surface and a bit dry. Then a soft texture, not like Korea or Japan bread.
There's loads of words that I don't know, so...
I think I made that up.
Yeah.
But
Drop us a note in the comments if you think if you made it up.
I just assumed because there's a soft bread, there would be opposite hard bread. But you know, this is part of the
Stale
learning.
bread maybe is hard bread.
This is a part of learning curve.
Yeah.
Am I right? Yeah.
But also many times in my life I've been like, that word doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And then turns out it exists.
But in English, confidence is really important. You just need to spit the word out. Even you're like, oh, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, because like people around you will correct you or just understand you.
Yeah, and I feel like often based on context, based on what you're talking about and what you're trying to get across, people can understand. So never feel afraid.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so there's lots of normal supermarkets, basic supermarkets that we see everywhere, but there's lots of I feel like a lot more international supermarkets popping up in London of all kinds. What do you think of the international, specifically the Korean supermarkets, I guess?
Oh yeah. You mean a Korean food supermarket and Asian market? Yeah, it is true, because there are like a big population of Asian population in London. So because of that, there are many Asian supermarkets which treats like Vietnamese, Thai, Cambodia, Korea, Japan, all kinds of food that you can look. The majority of them is like Chinese supermarket. If you go there, you can find all kinds of things. It's like frozen foods, frozen meat, or some dumplings, of course, and some seasonings. But there are many Korean supermarkets as well. I think Korea is getting more gaining popularity on Korean foods. Do you think? Do you feel that? Can you recognize?
I feel it, but then at the same time, I've also befriended you in the last few years, so it could be me being exposed to delicious food through you. But I do see it a lot more around in London. There's more Korean restaurants, the Korean supermarket that's actually just popped up around the corner, and more people are aware of Korean words and Korean foods.
It is. So there's like a Chinatown in London, central London, and if you go there, I can see not only Chinese food restaurant, but some Korean restaurants, pretty big ones, and people are queued up, especially for Korean barbecue.
Yeah, because though it's called Chinatown, it's just Asia town basically.
It is.
And I have a question. I know it's a little off the topic from supermarkets.
We always do it. It's fine.
Kind of curious about which words are most, in terms of Korean words that English people use now in English conversations and foods, which do people mispronounce most? And which do people use most? Yeah.
Funny thing about it is Seoul, our capital city, Seoul. And people who haven't been to Seoul, they would think like Seoul, the spelling might sound a bit awkward to pronounce. So I've seen people say Seoul.
I say that a little bit actually.
Yeah.
But it's only because in French you say Seoul, retour à Seoul. I watched a movie where it's French and they say it, and now in my head I can't unclick it. But in Korean, how do you pronounce that?
Seoul.
Seoul.
Yeah.
Seoul. So it's different to English, because in English you're like Seoul. Yeah. Quick, one syllable.
We just make a chunk of each word, each vowel, and say Seoul.
Seoul.
Yeah.
Seoul. Yeah. It makes sense. So that's the mispronounced word.
It is. I think that's one of the common words that people mispronounce. I can't think of much Korean word British people use, to be fair, but names, of course, people mispronounce my name all the time. Let's say there's like a name like Seyoung, but like young, it sounds, even we try to explain like young, like old and young, it's quite common pronunciation. Still, they struggle to pronounce it all together. Seyoung, yeah.
Well, my follow-up question is then like, what English words do you struggle to pronounce? But I feel that's for another video because I'm going too far off topic.
Come back.
You can practice your pronunciation as well.
Okay, shall we go back to the second tier supermarket, Tesco and Sainsbury?
Yeah.
What's your favorite grocery that you love to pick it up all the time?
Honestly, I'm quite bougie now. I go to Waitrose all the time. Or Iceland's. The nuts at Iceland's are really good.
You mean almond or?
Almonds, walnuts, cashew nuts. Yeah, I tend to go for those. And then I get them in bulk, and then you can freeze them, and they work really well. They don't sort of, the texture doesn't change from freezing too much, whereas other things it might. And then you take them out, and you roast them with a little bit of oil, a bit of salt.
Yeah.
And then you just chuck them on things. You stick them in your mouth.
That sounds really nice, and it sounds useful for baking, especially if you want to bake like carrot cake, put walnuts inside. And if I need it every time, I can't really find it. And if I have like a big chunk of nuts inside my freezer, that'd be nice.
That would be convenient. Yeah, I like them as a garnish. They're quite good.
For wine and cheese. Oh, we should do a wine episode next time.
Oh, we should. Well, I mean, we're always having a drink while we're doing these.
Yeah.
It's not always going to be tea, so...
Just warning.
We'll have some wine sometime. Okay, so is there something, like, on supermarkets and foods...
Yeah.
Is there something you've discovered since moving here that is, like, from one of the supermarkets that you really love?
Good question. Surprisingly, there are many, like, cute little snacks that I haven't tried out because, as I said, because of cultural diversity, all the food stores are unfamiliar to me. I find it really fascinating. But the thing that I really love about supermarket here is hummus, the dips, because it's quite uncommon, I think, except for like nacho chips. It's not common to dip something in. But like
it's not common here.
No, in Korea.
Really?
It's quite uncommon. For a bread, we usually have like a soft, cushy, like a pushy bread. How do I say? Like a bit.
Like I know what you mean by like soft.
Yeah.
Fluffy bread.
Yeah, fluffy bread. Yeah. So I love buying hummus and dipping some cucumber and carrot. How would you explain hummus? It's like Mediterranean dish, is it?
Hummus is, it's very Mediterranean, and it's kind of oil and chickpeas whisked together with maybe like salt and lemon, and it's
very healthy. And it's a good side when you want to have a healthy snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious. I feel like it is quite European to like dip bread as well.
Very European. Those kind of hummus or the sides. Even like some Mexican dips or what else? Cheese.
Have you ever, because I feel like this, before I did it, I thought it was a bit weird.
Yeah.
But like toasted bread just dipped in oil. But like if you get a good olive oil, a little bit of salt and some kind of good vinegar, dip that.
Oh.
In the sunshine with a bit of wine.
I love that.
That's like very, I feel,
and slice of cheese, a bit of tomato.
Yeah.
Bit of black pepper drizzled.
Yeah.
That's really nice. We should do that. Maybe we should film this content during the summer. With all this like platter in the park.
Let's
stay tuned
now. Let's only film in summer.
Stay tuned.
Honestly, yeah, because we're thinking of filming in different locations and we'd love to film outside.
Yeah.
So, back to supermarkets. In terms of impressions of supermarkets when you came here, because how many years have you been here now?
Not too long, around like 3 years.
3 years. Oh, it feels like so much longer.
Because I think my sister stayed here longer. Yeah.
It's because I've seen almost your face for a longer amount of years.
True.
But in terms of impressions, were you surprised by prices in London for foods?
Yeah.
How does it compare to Korea?
I wouldn't lie. Just only looking at the currency, like British pound is double the Korean currency. So just think of everything that you look at, it's just double the price for me. But plus that, it's about like 20% more expensive. So whenever I went for grocery shopping, not just for like luxury shopping, but for groceries, every time I shop lately, it's been quite expensive. So let's say about 20 to 30 pounds. And that's the same amount of money that you can have a really nice dinner with your partner in Korea. Like a nice steak or like pasta dining out night.
So you're saying £20 to £30 when you go out for dinner?
No.
Yeah.
And you've been to Korea, like Korea food prices. It got a lot more expensive than in the past, but it is like still a lot cheaper.
Especially when your friend pays for you. You're very naughty.
Yeah. So I was really stressed out whenever I went to grocery. It took me time. So about couple of months, I would say every month going out for grocery, it was stressful time for me. Well, my sister told me, like, it's the money you have to use regardless you're stressed or not.
Yeah.
So that really helped me feel a lot better. People think living in London, you must be like filthy rich or like your parents must be rich.
Filthy. Full stop, yes. Not filthy rich.
Yeah, not at all. Like, it's just like surviving in London every time you go for grocery. It's just sad. But I started to enjoy more, like put myself like, oh, maybe I should try this out. Maybe I'll try this cream cheese tonight. Or I'll try to make new Mediterranean dish tonight. It's kind of like small actions trying to compensate myself for like having a hard-working life.
You got to treat yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like, because when you go out to a restaurant, you might spend £20 on a dinner. Like, that's
Easily
really normal,
£20.
easily. And then if you go out for groceries, if you think about it, like, you're not going out for dinner, you can spend a little more on your grocery shop, is how I try and think of it.
True.
Like, why don't you buy, like, some extra nice smoked salmon once every couple months? Because you could spend that much on, like, a tiny little bowl of it in a restaurant.
Really tiny. I will say like this big sometimes in a fancy big dish with a small amount of food. Small dishes, and that's been a big thing lately, isn't it? Yeah. We should definitely do like eating out in London on next episode.
I would love that. I've got so many. You know, I'm in love with the restaurant I mentioned earlier. Oh, don't say it.
Okay.
It's a good one. I love it.
No spoiler.
But I have a question. Because since we're talking about being filthy poor, destitute souls in the slums of London, not really. Exaggeration. But what are cost-cutting tips you have then?
In London?
Specifically for supermarkets then, your supermarket strategy in terms of maybe some foods you avoid because they are too expensive and not good. Or like when I lived abroad, fruit was really expensive and cheese was really expensive and it was bad. And like, so I'd always get that when I came back to London. Like, what's your strategy here?
I think strategy here is try to eat at home as much as you can. So one of the things, if I go to supermarket, if there's some discounted priced items, then I would go for that one, unless it's like really in a bad state.
Yeah, and they'll often do that at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, at the end of the day especially. And there's an app called Too Good To Go. I think that's really good thing to know. So that's like a mobile application that helps you collect the food that restaurants or like supermarkets are trying to sell it out at a cheaper price instead of putting it in a food waste.
It's a really good scheme. My friend used to volunteer for them. So he was the one who like would get all the stuff and arrange to divvy it up.
Oh.
And so once we went to his house, and he had like hundreds of sandwiches because he was having a party and he was just like, come grab some. And then I had a little bit of drink and I went home with a whole chicken.
The big chicken.
A whole chicken. And I had to figure out the next day how you cook a whole chicken and what you do with all the different bits.
Must be nice to have a whole chicken in your home.
I made stock.
Stock?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I had the whole chicken, of course you're going to make the stock.
Wow, that's impressive.
That is cost cutting. Make friends with people who give you free things.
And free food.
Yeah.
Wait, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, on a Too Good To Go, I often get pastry because I do enjoy like having good breakfast with nice decaf coffee and some pastry. But pastry is often quite expensive. It's like £4, 4.5. Yeah, she brought pastry to our home today. Thank you for that.
They weren't that expensive.
Yeah, the area around here is quite expensive. But if I do too good to go pastry, it's often like £4, but sometimes I get like 10 pastries, 10 croissant.
Good.
So that really saves me from using too much money on pastries.
And you can like grill them again. Like if you put a drop of water and then grill them, it's like
100%, yeah.
not perfectly fresh, but
yeah, that's a good way of coast cutting.
Yeah. But on that,
Oh,
my cut run off dry. It's the end of the episode, but thanks for sticking to the end. Really appreciate it. Let us know what you want to hear from us next. And
ciao.